Hi Orchids, welcome back to my channel. We are going to talk fertilizer again today. Okay, this is the unnerving part for me because we're going to talk fertilizer, but we're going to do the math. Ugh. Ooh, ah. Ooh, ah. I can't do math. I can't do it. Me and math just don't get along. So anyways, last time I showed you how I do it, which is I just start with a lesser number and I just keep adding a gram or so to my mixture till I get it to what I want. So for me that works. You know, it's easier in my mind to figure it up. I have always had trouble with math. Even in high school and stuff. Like if I would have had these kids today, they have to do 4 years of math. There is no way I could pass it this time. No. If I had to do math now, I would fail high school, just hands down. So sad but true. I just have never been good at it, so I try to always stay away from it. But basically, Michael had told me in the last video, I pinned his comment to the top of the screen, and I'll put a screenshot of it up for you guys so you can read it too. Basically what he said is that if you take your, and this is for the part B, this is for the 1500 fertilizer. Basically what you want is you take your total parts per million that you want, which is 50, and he said that each gram is 3.75 TDS. So what you do is you take your 50, divide it by the 3.75, and that equals 13.33 grams. Now that's what I should be able to measure out, 13.33 grams, and put it in my 32-gallon garbage can, and I should get around 50 parts per million. So we are going to test that theory, okay? Now see, just to show you again, or to show you on, because at the time I didn't have another phone or a way to do a calculator, and he reminded me too that I had this other phone that doesn't work. So what you do is clear. I don't even know what that is. Okay, I don't know why it's not clear. Okay, that clear out the whole thing. Alright, so basically what you do is you do the 50, because that's the 50 parts per million is what we want. We want 50 parts per million of the 1500, and we're going to divide it by each gram should make 3.75 TDS. So 3.75 equals the 13.33. Okay? So what we're going to do is we are going to measure that out. How I always measure it out. And there it goes again, being its fussy little self. Hopefully you guys can see that. Tear that out, and we're going to go with 13. Bit. Remember I gotta do this times 2 because I've got 2 garbage cans. So it's 1334. So that will work. And then $32, $33. Alright, so now I will take those over and I will put them in the garbage can, and we will check the TDS and see what they are. First though, I am going to show you what the reading of the water in my garbage can is. Alright, checking the water in the this is the water in the buckets. This is what my starting TDS is, and it is 73. I know it's hard to see. There you go. 73 parts per million. Okay, I wanted to check that so we knew what we were starting with. So 73 parts per million. Alright. Now, I will, like I said, I will go, I will add the 13.33 grams to the buckets. We'll stir it up and we'll see what we get. So hang tight. I will be right back. This channel is sponsored by the Orchid Supply Store. It is literally your one-stop shop for anything and everything you could possibly need orchid related. And they even sell orchids. Use my name code Hillbilly in the code section for a 12% viewers discount. So go check them out, y'all. Alrighty, the lights are getting ready to go out. One of them just did. So we are checking now to see what the water is in. It is 136. Okay, so it is 136. 36 subtract 73, and it is 63. So it went a little higher than we wanted it to, but not bad, not too bad at all. So that is 63. So PM. And then, like I said before, then we go ahead and we do the 5, 12, 26 till we reach the 125. But of course, it'd be the 125. We're doing 125 parts per million plus 73. So our total ppms will be 198. So we have to add the jacks up until we get to 198 parts per million. 198 ppms. And then we lower our pH. That's a whole separate thing. We make sure we lower our pH to anywhere between 6.2 to 6.5. So anywhere in that range is fine, and that will work fine. And like I said, none of these numbers have to be exact either, because like we're going with the 63 parts per million. That's a little higher than 50 parts per million, but it's okay. It's alright for this time. Next time, like I said, we can lower it a little bit if we want to. So, but that will definitely work for this time. And maybe that'll help you guys a little bit with understanding, you know, more about, this is the 3-to-2 ratio. Again, we're doing the, 3-to-2. Oh, 3. Make sure you do a 2, follow 2. So it's 3 parts of the 1500. No, sorry, I did it again. It's 3 parts of the 51226 to 2 parts of the 1500. So it's 3-to-2 ratio, and that's what we're going to be running all winter long. It's the 3-to-2 ratio at 125 parts per million total, and that's all we're going to run all winter long. And again, still too, you definitely need to flush your plants. So like this week, I will go ahead and fertilize. Then I'll wait a week, because I'm only fertilizing every 2 weeks. I'm only watering. I'm not, everything's doing okay because it's cooler. So I'm only having to water once every 2 weeks. So the next week, what I'll do is I'll flush. So you got to always remember to flush too. Flushing is an important part of what you have to do for the orchids. Like I said, it cleans off the leaves. It can clean off unwanted bugs that you have. It rinses out all the stuff in your media. It definitely, you know, refreshes things up, you know, rinses out your media, helps bring back up your pH and stuff in your pots and that kind of thing. And then I also, what I do is after I have rinsed, the pots out, I come back in with my Dolomite Lime, and then I sprinkle that in each of my pots so that they have a fresh start all over again of the Dolomite Lime. Now this is good calcium and magnesium for your orchids. Again, as always, your orchids are calcium hogs, so the more calcium that you can give them, the better. And this is the best, another best way of giving it. Just sprinkle, you know, a little bit in each pot. If you're getting a residue like in the bottom of your pot, then you're probably sprinkling too much. So normally you won't get like a residue. This does kind of bust up with water, but it doesn't, you know, you shouldn't get like a brown or a gray residue in the bottom of your pot. If you are, you're probably using a little too much of it. But yeah, this stuff's really good. Extra calcium and magnesium for your plants, and when you get water on it, it breaks down a little bit, and then your plants are able to use it and absorb it, and it's a really good additive. I use the Espoma brand. It's Espoma Dolomite Lime. So there you guys go. So this is kind of just an update with the for the fertilizer, and if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. And there goes my lights. So with that said, I appreciate each and every one of you beautiful, wonderful people stopping by and hanging out with me, and bye for now, y'all, till we meet again.